said these ladies can't get it. You know how they get it. They come on the scene and we say, divas, divas, divas. I like the way you walk and divas, divas, divas. I like the way you talk and divas, divas, divas. I like the way you block it, divas, divas, divas. We got the diva doses, doses, doses. 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 We got the diva doses.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Divas Dose podcast show, season 2. Here, where nothing's off topic because everything is definitely up for discussion. I'm one of your gracious, amazing co-hosts, Charnita, or just simply Nita, and we're going to go ahead and let the other ladies introduce themselves.
I'm Peaches with no cream, but y'all know I got all the tea, baby.
What's up? It's your girl, Mee Mee.
Hey, I'm Renee.
All right, so before we jump into tonight's topic, we're going to go ahead and say a quick prayer. Thank the Lord up above. Everybody bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come to you, thanking you for traveling grace to and from this destination. And we ask that you bless this union of 4 mics, 4 voices in one space. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Right. Okay, girl. Yeah, I'm on it tonight.
Always.
Okay, thank you. But anyway, look, tonight's topic, you guys, can pull his mic out, son.
Wow, you used to stop being young.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Carry on.
Yeah, boom.
What's today's topic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tonight's topic, when you an old hoe, but you think you young.
You know, I did realize I'm about to be 53, but I can still sit in myself.
Ladies, lock your sons up. Lock your sons up.
No.
No, she done changed from the young baby. She got her old one now, honey. How old is he? 63?
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, anywho. That ain't, Nita, don't do her.
I'm not. All right, Mee Mee, you didn't
You ain't got to worry about your
Mee
son.
Mee didn't graduated from 20 to 30-year-olds. I'm sorry. But anyway, that is not tonight's topic. Although that wouldn't be a bad
it would be a bad
it could be about me.
It could be about you.
Yeah.
Oh no, ain't no hoe over here, baby. No. I ain't the one with all the birds
Renee,
coming out the nest.
Okay, you got to turn
coming out the butt.
You got shots
I'm out of
fired.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
look. Anywho, on to the next.
The real topic.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in my lane.
Stay in your lane. Tonight's topic is over 40 and not yet accomplished. Over 40 and not yet accomplished. And the reason why we picked this topic is because it's a lady trending. You know, we always try to keep up with the hottest topic. So it's a lady trending on TikTok. She's in a whole meltdown about why she's over 40. I mean, she's like going at it. Why she's over 40 and not accomplished. She hasn't accomplished
Do you have the
anything.
clip so they can listen to it real quick? The clip?
I do.
Yeah, let's hit the clip real quick. That way y'all can kind of like, hear it and kind of like give your opinion about it and what you guys think about it.
So 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. I haven't even tried. Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and, like, it's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and, like, figuring things out slower and, like, not, like, I haven't built anything. I have nothing, like, to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost, I'm afraid, and I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
So
lost and she's afraid and just don't know. Now, granted, let's give her a little gratitude that we don't know the backstory about this or, what's actually going on,
when
you
listen,
hear that,
Yeah,
you're 40 and over and what's accomplished, I guess the question is, what's accomplished? So everybody have a different meaning of what's accomplished. So I guess we need to first define that. So, Renee, what do you feel like at 40 what's accomplished at 40? What do you feel like you should have accomplished by the time you turn 40?
So you should have a good career, or you should be doing something well as an entrepreneur, in your own place, whether you own a home or you just have an apartment or whatever. And, you should be stable financially at 40.
Okay. What you think, Nita?
Yeah, typically that's society's, justification of 40 and over. But I mean, some people, they bloom late. And at 40 plus, maybe 50 plus, they just now figuring life out. They just now figuring it out for themselves. And it's unfortunate, we're blessed that we are well established, in our careers. But some people just don't have it figured out and they're just not that lucky. So that's my take on it.
What you think?
I think being accomplished means different things for different people, right? If you set goals and you're accomplishing, then you made accomplishments, right? There are a lot of women who don't pursue careers. They're stay-at-home wives, right? So I think it's just a matter of what your perception is. Now, maybe this young lady had dreams and aspirations and they got derailed and she didn't probably continue to pursue them. And so now she's kind of doing some self-evaluation and she's just saying, I'm not where I wanted to be at this age, right?
Yeah, and I guess my take on it at 40 is like you're looking at your whole entire life. So let's just say starting at 20.
It's 20 years.
Yeah, so let's just say 20 years. What have you done in that time span in 20 years?
Right.
So we can't say 40 because you didn't have nothing was in your control, when you're an adolescent and you're still staying at home. Now, did you move out your parents' house at 30? Have you been able to sustain a job for, a good amount of time? That might count into it because I know people that are my age that are still living from pedal to post that can't hold down a job. It's like they just can't figure out life. And most of the time it's because of decisions that they've made in their late 20s, in their early 30s. So now, and I guess that's the main reason why I tell my niece who's 22 years old, you better start figuring it out.
Yeah.
Because before you know, you're going to be 25. Then you're going to be 30. Then you're going to be 35.
Right.
So now is the time. I remember her telling me, well, Nanny, I got all the time in the world. And she told me this when she was 19. I was like, oh, really? Keep
You
on
really
living.
don't.
Yeah.
It goes by quickly.
And for me, I tell my daughters, like, if you're not going to college, you can't leave home until after you're 24. The reason why I tell them that is because, one, I need you to find a stable job. That's number one. Number two, I need to teach you how to manage your money. That's number two. And you need to have money saved. If you don't have those things accomplished, when you leave, you'll be right back home. So I'm not trying to tell her, like, hey, you got to go.
Right.
Because let's just face it. Times are not like how we were. We came out with a skill set. We came out with a skill set.
Yeah.
And then I also think people look at other people's lives and they gravitate towards that. They look at other people and say, well, she's 40 or he's 40 and he have XYZ going on. I need to be where they're at. And, it's just like the social media influences people to think that way. You have some of these, you got people that's as young as 12 years old. And they are like millionaires.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think people look at other people's lives too, and they say to themselves, well, man, I need to be where they're at. Is it something that I'm doing wrong because I should be just as... But you don't never know no person walking life.
Right. And
That's
comparison
true.
is
That's
killer of our joy.
Oh,
Absolutely.
always.
Absolutely,
It is.
Renee.
You
It
cannot compare what somebody else is doing to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you'll never get ahead. Because you constantly focused on them and how they're living. You can't get your mind set so that you can focus on what you need to be doing for yourself.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I first heard it, I was like, pity party. Because I'm always like, you need to strap your boots on and get it to moving.
But
that's how I feel. Like you can't look for people. You can't look for somebody to be like, oh, woe is me, and maybe she's doing this so somebody will reach out and say, "Hey, I'll help you,"
And maybe someone
and
will.
and maybe someone will.
But maybe she's sitting her truth, though, guys. What if she is actually, have you ever just sat in your truth? You could be going through something, say that aha moment, like that light switch goes off and says, "This is the moment where I'm gonna really own up to what I haven't done and what I need to start doing."
And that's fine, but why bring it to social media?
Now
That's
again,
the
that's
part.
why I
It's
said
like, why bring it to social
I
media?
wouldn't have did that, but
that's the day
it could
and
be
age
a
we
cry
live
for
in.
help.
That is
Day
the
and
day and
age
age we
we
live
living
in.
Yeah.
Everybody
Or it
runs
could be
to
a cry for
social
help.
media
You know what I mean?
for
Like
everything.
she could have had a moment. Like maybe we're just
reflecting
getting
on her life.
Well, maybe we're just getting a clip of the video. Maybe there was
Yeah.
more video to
Absolutely.
it, right?
It could have been, yeah.
But y'all, people can plan their whole life in a matter of split seconds. They can all get taken
Yeah,
from
things happen, absolutely, but you can't just be, just like you said earlier, having a pity party. You can't be wallowing
Because I don't
in.
attend them.
Well, we're strong women, right? We come from strong women.
You are, but it's like we are, but you still. At what point do you just buckle down and say, "This is my life. I'm in control of it." And if you don't know how to do something, ask people around you, ask your family, ask your friends. Well, how did you get here? If you don't know their story,
Right. Yeah.
and what advice can you give me? Can you give me some tips? Something to try and do better, because if you keep leaning on somebody else, you'll never be able to stand on your own.
Yeah.
two
And you know
feet.
what that reminds me of? I didn't mean to cut you off. My 600-pound life. Have y'all ever watched that show?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Oh,
Here we
baby, that's
go.
my little show, sugar. So, honey, let me tell y'all. She kind of reminds me of that, right? Because when you look at this show and you see these people that are 600-pound plus, you be like, my God, how in the hell did they get there? And you could tell some of them be on there crying and they be like, oh, I just hate my body. I hate waking up. Every day I wake up, I just want to die. And then the motherfuckers turn around and eat 3 large pizzas, 2 boxes of 24 fried chicken, 2 goddamn liters.
But
That's
normally it
Peaches,
is.
what?
They are being enabled because somebody is ordering and bringing that pizza to
Which
them.
brings me to
Somebody
my
is cooking
point.
all that food and
How
bringing
do
it
we
to
know
them.
nobody's enabling her to where she can't get to the point that she want to get to? In
Guys,
life?
That's what I'm saying.
What
You
if
might have
she just
somebody
didn't have the
enabling.
strong upbringing like we did?
It's not even about that, because I know people that have the same upbringing that I have, and they're still not accomplished.
It
at their
does.
age. It's-
When we were okay, I'll use myself as an example. My parents didn't teach me about credit. They didn't teach me about good credit and buying a house. It was my mother-in-law who taught me that.
Okay.
So you can't sit up here and
Well,
think
hold on. Which mother-in-law? You done had about 7.
you a lie. You a
She ain't
goddamn
lying.
lie.
She ain't lying. She telling the truth. What needed
If that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting here. Hopefully, I'd be sitting on a stack of paper.
Yeah.
If that was the case.
about
But anyway,
No, you wouldn't.
so
Not if you
to
mess
answer
with
her question,
brokies.
it was my first husband's mother, and so she educated me. But you know what I mean? I appreciate that because I didn't get it from my parents. So there are people, it's so easy for us to sit in this position because we're here. But if we've never experienced it or don't know what it feels like, how can we relate?
So let me piggyback.
passing judgment.
No. Let me piggyback off what she just said.
Get a
You
peaches.
accepted what your mother-in-law gave you. Relating back to the 600-pound life, you have Dr. Now that's there to help them and to guide them to lose weight. And some of them little fat motherfuckers still go and just eat the goddamn pizza and the donuts and all that shit.
They don't have the willpower.
Exactly. You had the willpower. There's a difference.
Oh, well, I was smart though.
So you trying to say the fat people not smart?
I'm just saying,
You have to
my
have the-
mental
and you have
mindset
to have
was
the want.
there was no level of defeat in
But
me.
you have to
There's
have
no
the
level of
want.
defeat
So that
in
makes
me.
you smart because you didn't have any level of
I
defeat.
know, yeah, it does because
How does that make you smart?
unlike a lot of people, when life hits them, they stay there. They don't know how to get back
That
up.
doesn't make you smart.
No,
it just makes you
first of
aware.
all, it
doesn't
does.
make
I
you
think it
smart,
makes you aware.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it does.
Doesn't make you smart.
No,
It makes you aware.
no,
But go ahead with
no,
your
no,
story.
because
no,
how is it
Go ahead
smart?
with your story,
No, no.
honey.
I guess smart is being aware of what's going on.
No. I don't know
So it's
I don't know what she's
interchangeable.
talking about. I was smart in the fact that I understood that why sit in the problem when I need to seek the solution.
Because you was aware
Once
of
again,
the
how are you
problem to seek
smart?
the
No.
solution.
You don't know. When you're young, you don't have that.
How you gonna say that?
I know a lot of people that don't have it. A lot of people don't have that.
20 times 70, 20 times 70, 20 times 70.
She
You're
don't
not
know.
smart. Yeah, okay. So you was aware.
Girl, you know what?
I just said you.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it cool on here.
You know, ain't nothing off limits.
Right?
You was aware. So you're relating to being smart to being aware. You was aware of your situation, and that's the reason why you changed it. It has nothing to do with being smart. You got some people that's smart and just as dumb.
Well, you got educated people,
Absolutely,
and they don't have common sense.
That's all we saying. You was aware. You was aware.
Well, I wouldn't say I was aware because when I was younger, I went through some shit, and I did not. I didn't have
wasn't smart.
No.
Okay.
But you accepted the help when somebody offered the help.
I didn't always go to help. Ask for help. I figured it out on my own. Yeah.
You accepted.
Well, in that case, yes, because she was educating me. Mm-hmm. But when it came to life and situations, I didn't go to people. I figured that shit out on my own.
Mm-hmm. But you have some people when they're offered help, or you try and offer them some type of advice to improve their situation.
Yeah,
they don't want it.
Yeah, they don't want it.
They don't want it.
Just like my 600-pound life.
But they have, isn't that like addictions though? Like
food is an addiction.
Yeah, food is definitely
when you're eating that much. Yeah, that's an addiction.
Depending on welfare is an addiction.
And,
depending on other people to do things for you is an addiction.
We
can go on
codependency.
Codependency. It don't have to be, drugs or food or anything like that. It's just codependency.
Yeah.
You just depending on people to do things for you.
Hence the word cripple.
Mm-hmm.
It cripples.
Yeah, it cripples you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of parents do that to their children as well.
Yeah.
And this young lady that we listen to probably has been crippled. And she don't know how to break whatever generational curse that's going on.
Well, somebody may have cut her off, and now she's
feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, that could
You're
be
damn right, Renee.
Or she gave her life to a man.
Yeah,
and she was stay at home, and now he didn't left her, and she's 40 years old, and she got to start from scratch.
Or maybe she's just always worked at Burger King, Wingstop, or McDonald's her whole life, and she feel like that's not an accomplishment for her. And now she looks up and she's 40
but you
plus.
can have a good career as a assistant
I would think you would. Yeah, I think
you sure can.
You can own the chain. I mean,
if you have that tenacity and drive within you, maybe she was just content. I mean, it's a backdrop to her story, obviously. It is definitely a backdrop to her story.
And she didn't give any.
She did
and
not.
She might can have a lot of kids. And,
she did not.
You was probably on housing, and then Trump came in and said, the hell with all that shit. You ain't no more housing, ain't no more food stamps or nothing. You got to get up out of there and go work.
But he didn't drop it yet. It's gone. It's going away, but it's not gone away.
Well, she knows it's finna get to go away.
And so she crying?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Crying out for help.
If I had to think, I think it's a mental situation. I think.
So
I know. I remember every year on my birthday, I self-evaluate. I don't celebrate my birthday. I self-evaluate and say, what did I do? Did I accomplish the goals that I set out and laid out for this year? And if I didn't, then I will go into.
Which is probably always a no every time.
You a lie. You the motherfucking lie. And that's why I'm sitting right here. As you recall, I'm the one to help to get this started. Let's not get it twisted.
No,
I said I'm the one to help get it started.
Oh, okay. Let me,
yeah. I just want to make sure that's known. I just want to make sure that's known. But anyway, back to what I was saying. And it wasn't even targeted at you.
Oh, who was it targeted at?
The one that keep running her big ass mouth. But anyway. I'm just saying, that's just what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I have found myself in certain situations where maybe when I worked for oil and gas and I lost my job, I was like, damn, that's not what I anticipated because I just bought a house and now I got to figure this thing out again. You know what I mean?
You didn't even have time to probably, and I'm just being
to process,
to process and sit in it because you just on the grind and move. Right?
Yeah. After you make a big purchase, it's like, well, damn, like what am I gonna do now? I don't want to exhaust my retirement because I made this big purchase. But I mean, we knew back then when oil and gas prices dropped, everybody was taking like a $40 pay cut.
Yes.
So.
And I guess it's safe to say that life comes at you hard and fast.
It can.
And if you're not prepared for what it dishes out to you, Yeah, like in the words of my cousin Nicole, you're gonna either barbecue or mildew. So
If you're not
you gonna do?
resilient and able to bounce back, you can get stuck.
Yes.
So she may just be stuck.
And
she doesn't know how to process, and
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't
it's-
know how to move
But
forward.
it's a lot of stuck people out here. But the fact of that is, when they're stuck like that, sometimes they have a sense of entitlement. Like, why can't nobody help me? You know, like a sense of help entitlement. You know,
Yeah.
like I deserve for somebody to help me. You know, and then they play the victim. Oh, poor little me. Why me? You know, and I'm not saying this the case with this young lady because, like I said, I don't know her backdrop, and I'm not throwing jabs or judging her. But I know a lot of people, older people too, 50 plus, that love to play a victim. They
And I
love
think
to give
people
that
with
victim card.
ADHD have a problem, and ADD have a problem keeping jobs too.
Oh yeah, a lot of people misdiagnosed. Yeah.
Oh, we're not diagnosed at all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
And so I do know this because I have people in my family that struggle keeping a job because of that. So, you know, and that's not an excuse, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like,
Yeah, because they got medicine for that.
and you know what, a lot of adults won't take it.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
They
why
will
can't
not
keep
take
no
it
job. You
Yeah.
gotta
because they
take
say they
your
don't like
medication.
they don't feel the same. They say they don't like taking it.
No, because
And you know, a
it
lot of people
alters.
are on anxiety medicine
Like
too.
me.
Are you anxiety? Wow. What is it? Now let me ask you this: what does it do for you? Like, what is anxiety? I mean, I really don't know.
You just
Educate.
you can't cut your brain off. Like
Right.
you just cannot cut your
you-
brain off.
I've been on medication
Yeah.
for anxiety.
wow.
Yeah.
It's like your brain keep going and
It's
going
like
and
an
going and
Energizer
going.
bunny.
It's just
Especially
like
if you having a
can't- like
stressful
you
job.
can't turn it off.
Yeah. You can't
Oh,
turn your brain off.
wow.
I'm thinking about the next thing I got to do tomorrow and how I need to accomplish it and what I need to do.
Yeah.
Oh my
And so
goodness.
that causes my insomnia. I stay up
Right.
late. I get
Yeah.
So what does the medicine in terms
It
do?
calms you
It calms
down.
me down. Let me sleep.
So you always on like a high
I'm
alert,
always
like
on 10.
oh, so
You
I can
moving.
I'm
You
moving.
moving.
So it's really to help you relax.
It helps
Yeah.
me
So it's
relax.
almost like you didn't took a bump
Or
of coke.
slowing you.
Oh,
I don't know what that feels
Coke
like.
makes you go up.
No, for real.
I don't know what
Coke
it makes
makes
you
you go
feel
up.
like,
It
but
seems
I
like
don't know
that's
about
how
that.
anxiety does, you guys.
it just you just
You can't
constantly
stop.
You
You
can't stop.
constantly
You're
going,
moving.
going,
You're thinking,
going.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never taken coke.
And
I've heard
see,
people tell me that.
Yeah.
but,
And I had anxiety, but it wasn't that.
Oh,
like
I've
that.
had it bad.
Yeah, I had
So
it
you
real
have
bad.
had anxiety?
I
too?
had
But never
anxiety
to the point where
from-
you need medicine.
No,
I've had
I'm a holistic person. I will go holistic route before I take any
Any type of
medication.
man-made medicine.
Girl, give me that pill. Let me swallow.
Bye, boo, bye. 'Cause I need to go to sleep tonight.
not finna
And I need to turn my brain off.
So the anxiety
Yes.
meds really helps you turn your brain
Yeah,
down
it
and off.
calms you down
yeah.
and it settles you so you can. It's like you're like.
It's almost like a Xanax.
But you don't feel. Yeah, I think so. You don't feel
Like a
loopy
Valium.
or.
No, I didn't feel loopy when I was on it.
I don't feel loopy at all.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Now, does it help you
And I don't
sleep,
worry about
Peaches?
nothing. It sure do. And I don't
Yeah.
worry about nothing. I go to work and be like, fuck
Do you
these
be like in a
hoes.
zombified sleep?
Nope.
No, it's not zombified.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Because I got
So-
medicine for that too.
Oh,
So
wow.
in essence, if this girl is having anxiety, this would be an
She
option
need to go
for
to the
her.
doctor.
And so so what y'all saying is be okay with going to the doctor and get anxiety medicine because
You should be
it's worked
okay
for
with even
y'all.
going to talk through your problems. Like with her, I would even recommend a therapist for her to
Yes,
go talk
indeed.
to. You need to go talk to somebody about that.
And that's another
Yeah.
thing that we
Yeah,
don't
we don't believe in that.
therapy.
Yeah.
Why?
But
Because you ain't supposed to talk house
Girl,
business.
please.
But I've known some of us to go to therapy, and I sit there and have a conversation. I mean, they've completed therapy and everything, and I have a conversation with them, and I'm sitting there looking like, trigger alert, therapy didn't help. Because therapy,
Because they
Because
go
then you have
in-
to do the work though.
Right.
You have to
You
do the
have
work.
to do the
I'm
work.
looking at them like, did you just say you completed therapy?
But
What
they didn't go
happened?
in
Because
and
they didn't do the
listen.
homework that the
Yeah.
therapist
Yeah, you
give
have to continue
They
to
give
do
you- yeah, and
homework.
they
So
do
the
homework.
therapist just allowed them to complete their course?
Well,
want to get paid.
well, first of all, they give you things to cope with whatever it is that you're
Right.
going through.
They do. They give you
and you
tools.
have to utilize those
Yes.
things on a daily basis.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's I don't care. You go to therapy as many times as you want to, but
And they gonna
it's
get
not
paid.
going
And
to
they
work.
can go back and fake the funk. They can go back and tell that therapist what they think the therapist want to hear. They're not really there for their own healing or their own release and
Yeah.
to get rid of the problem.
So therefore, it's just, like I always say, it's a lot of unhealed people
Oh,
walking around this
absolutely.
world. Walking
Of
around this earth.
course,
Absolutely.
Stay away from me.
our parents were traumatized
Yeah,
from their
yeah.
parents.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And then they
Yeah.
put trauma on us.
On us, yeah,
That you have to learn to break through.
yeah.
But for me, I think, and it's just my own belief, I think why therapy if you're a person that lives, walks, breathes, sleep, and eat in their own truth. If you are very self-aware of yourself, like, man, why did I do that? Now I know better. You know, like if you're just always calling yourself out to the forefront, you're not one of these delusional people that live in your own head.
Yeah.
You're always holding yourself to the highest accountability.
Everybody don't do that, neither.
But there are different reasons that you may need therapy.
If you walk around in your truth and your self-awareness.
Well, you've been sexually assaulted, physically abused, mentally abused.
We
low
do, but you still
suicidal thoughts.
When you're dealing with grief, you might need somebody to talk to.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I did not grow up with my dad.
Yeah, okay.
And we had an estranged relationship. I would talk to him and see him sometimes.
Okay.
But when he died, it hit me like a ton of bricks.
You didn't expect it to hit you like that.
I did not.
Okay.
So therapy helped.
Okay.
Therapy absolutely helped me to deal with, to process it, deal with it, and be okay with not having the relationship with him all of my life.
Yeah.
So there are times when you might need therapy.
Okay.
Well, it varies.
I might need therapy because I don't think I have no feelings.
You probably don't.
You're numb.
No, I was really gonna say that. Like it's gonna be something that's going to trigger you.
I mean, I've triggered with my mom and my husband, but for me, I just feel like we live to die, and that's what life is. We're not going to be here forever. That's my reality and realization.
And that's a true statement.
Be masking.
And you better not get on social media throwing snot and boogers.
What you mean?
Like that girl did. You better not.
She said if you're triggered by something.
Well, and you probably have no regrets, Nita.
And I don't because I did get my mom.
That's why you don't. That's why it's
maybe so. Then maybe
you know what I mean because you know you would. At the moment, in those times, you live like it was the last. So you have many people that deal with.
Everybody don't live like that.
Everybody don't live like that.
Maybe so. And I do live for life's fullest moments. And I always try to be kind and give people their flowers while they're here. It takes a lot of time and energy to hold a grudge. So for me, it's like, why the waste? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, it takes a lot.
It does take a lot, but sometimes you might need to hold it just a little bit.
Sometimes people will play with you, Renee. I get it. You're right. Sometimes people will play with you.
You might need an inch of it. Bring back here.
But here's the thing with that.
You might need an inch.
I know you're right.
She's like that.
But see, here's the thing.
I don't like
need an inch.
And you're right. But here's the thing.
You disrespect me, it's over.
I agree, Peaches. Renee, you're right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I ain't even gonna cry.
You gonna miss me way more than I will miss you.
I believe that. Yeah.
If I'm not in your life, seriously though. So I'm gonna take the high road. Now, sometimes I don't take the high road. Now, sometimes people would. I've been to hell before. I've been to hell. But people have always told me you're like a passive aggressor. Like people come for you and you're gonna shoot back at them, but they will never know because of how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like you're almost there, but you're separating yourself gradually, so they won't even feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
They feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Once they realize it.
Not telling you.
And I didn't have people to just
cut you off.
Yeah, cut me off, stop being friends with me because who I'm associated with. And I'm okay with that because it's your loss, my gain at the end of the day. And I promise I am so okay with that because I know who I was to you and still am, you know.
But that speaks to them.
Well, I agree. They have issues within themselves. I agree.
That
but
speaks to them.
I've never been the one like, oh, why did such and such just leave me alone or stop talking to me?
Oh, God, I ain't seen nothing.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Look, that's your decision.
Yeah, because you have to understand people are only meant to be in your lives for certain periods.
So
especially if you know you did nothing wrong.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And I was a hell of a person, friend, whatever you want to call me, family member in your life, whatever you want to call me. You might say that hoe. I don't know what you want to call me, but I was a hell of a bottom line.
Hell of a hoe.
Hell of a hoe.
Well, we
I might have been.
She said
I might have been. Who?
Just like you.
Who?
You and her. That's why she turned her head.
I think they want me to be like them.
I wouldn't say I'm a hoe. I just date within my finances.
Oh my goodness.
So I wouldn't say I'm a hoe.
High price hoe.
Oh my goodness.
I just date within my finances.
So
you wouldn't date within your well, yeah, you wouldn't date. You'll take a dog off the streets. You ain't gonna date within your finances.
And I train that some bitch too.
See,
How about
that's what
that?
I'm
Train that motherfucker. You sure goddamn right.
What? They be like, ooh, I like your lips. She gonna be, ooh, you come on home with me.
Anywho.
They got please, girl. They got please. She say you nasty.
Ain't got shit to do with being nasty.
I was wondering how we got here off this topic.
We always get that.
Hey, nothing's off topic because everything is. That what's the tagline, Mee?
Okay.
Nothing's off topic because everything is definitely up for discussion.
Right.
That is the Divas
And when
Dose.
y'all hear Renee say, "Oh my goodness," y'all already know what time
Oh
it is.
my goodness, that's the DDP. That's the DDP for you.
I can't
But
deal with y'all tonight.
I know, right?
So
I feel that though. I feel where Nita coming from.
No, yeah,
I do.
Yeah. And I don't.
And you can say that too, Peaches.
what?
That when people don't want to fuck with you, you just kind of
Oh, I don't deal with them at all.
yeah.
Just let them go. Because that's what they wanted to do.
But
Let
I
them
also
go.
understand Nita's point of view because when you know sometimes
good
God,
person.
well, God puts a calling on your life, and I think I told y'all that a while back. I had to understand that I cannot be emotional about what other people do outside of me because I know what my assignment with God is.
Yeah.
So I know I can't put my emotions in it because I'm only there to help that person. If that person don't want the help, then I got to be good with that.
Sometimes my assignment come from the devil. Then sometimes shit because
Yeah,
I be like,
ain't no
fuck them
sometimes.
hoes.
That's like 90% of the time.
What the hell, love? I don't have time for
Why
all that.
would
Get
you
the
say
hell out.
that?
Sweet though.
What?
You're just direct,
She's so
Peaches. That's
sweet.
all.
Well, and the
I mean,
Lord
that's
is-
not a bad thing.
I don't think it is.
But here's
either.
the thing with
But
Peaches.
people would think that I'm ungodly.
Here's the thing with Peaches. She is such a sweetheart.
She
She puts
is.
up this facade.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it's a facade, Peaches. You have this
You have to know
hardcore
Peaches.
shit on exterior.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I'm
you
a
are
girl.
like so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer.
You're
I
ve-
am.
Y'all-
I am a Cancer.
Just like my mama. Y'all sensitive and emotional.
And don't
but
forget
they have
shit.
big hearts.
They gonna
They
hold on to
don't.
the
They
dear
don't.
life.
They don't. But they have the biggest hearts.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I thought my heart was big, but y'all have like the biggest hearts. And I love it that y'all speak y'all mind. Y'all don't fake and shake with people. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
When you come up to me and shake my hand, I'm gonna look at you up and down and I'm gonna look you off. I'm not gonna shake your hand. That's how
And they're gonna be true to themselves.
You know how
They're gonna be real true to themselves
I
because
don't
guess
deal
what?
with
They
you.
gonna let nobody manipulate them or make them turn them into somebody. My brother was a Cancer.
Yeah. And guess what? All they want. That's all they want is love and loyalty.
Respect.
And respect too, but
Respect.
definitely love and loyalty is the first two. Respect, definitely.
Well,
but
mine's
love and
different.
loyalty.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. If you find a Cancer and you love and you loyal to them, and you little sprinkle of respect.
Sprinkle.
She want it
That's
all.
the
But
first.
but do you reciprocate that?
Absolutely.
So would you rather okay, let me ask you
Oh,
this.
here we go.
No, for
Here we go.
no,
I'll take a drink to that. I'll take a drink to that.
Y'all know they put me on the spot every damn show. They
real.
put
I'll
me
take a
on the
drink to
spot
that.
every show. All of a sudden it turns into Peaches show instead of the
Peaches show.
Divas
We
Dose
love you,
podcast.
Peaches. We
Here we
love
go. Come on,
Peaches.
they used to it.
Okay,
They
so,
waiting on it. Wait for
So
it.
number one out of the three, what is your number one?
Respect.
Love, loyalty, and respect. So it's respect.
Respect.
That is
So
not
you-
your number one.
So you
That
would
is
rather
my
for a
number
man
one.
to
That's your number one.
He's
Hold
gonna
on.
respect me
Hold
because
on.
I'm gonna respect him to the fullest.
Okay, so you would rather the respect.
That's your number
Yes,
one?
that's my number
Okay.
one, baby. Respect.
Can y'all go back 6 episodes?
Go back.
Did
Go
we
back.
ask that question before?
Yeah, we did.
Baby, love is number
No.
3. And the reason why I say love number 3 is because love is an action.
Because, but
It
that
is an
wasn't.
action. A person can say they love you all goddamn day long. and beat the
but
fuck
that
out of
wasn't
you.
love. Wasn't even in the count.
Well, y'all didn't ask that because respect is number 1, then loyalty, and then love. I'm not. Love is an action.
I
word.
thought sex was.
Oh, well, she didn't ask for sex. Of course, that's number 1. She didn't ask for. She said respect, loyalty, and love.
Out of the
Love ain't
category
got
she gave
shit to
you.
do with sex.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, you can have sex with a motherfucker and don't love them.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
Some people.
Yeah. Love is at the bottom of
A
the
lot
list.
of people do it.
That girl say some
There's
people.
a lot of people
There's
out
a
there
lot of people that
having
do that.
sex with people they don't love.
They don't even love them.
There's a lot of
It's like
people
a man.
married
A
to
man
people.
a man will sit up and fuck you and don't give a shit about you.
my love life dictates to my children. That's why I say that.
No.
It's a lot of people that's married to their financial providers and don't love them.
They just love the money.
You
They
sure
love
right.
Notice I said financial providers.
You sure right.
Yeah.
Roommates.
Yeah. You should know.
Bing, bing,
Yeah, I do
bing,
know
bing.
that.
Oh my goodness.
I do know that. I do know that. Yeah.
But my thing is, how can you be in the same house with somebody? You call your spouse, husband, significant other, and this
Pam?
is off topic of what we
That's
initially
okay.
were
We-
discussing.
Yeah, because they're the divas,
I
and the
know we
divas gonna
have,
do what they want to do.
But I'm saying, how
better tell
can
them.
you live under one roof with your spouse, significant other, whatever you call them, your domestic partner, whatever y'all call
whatever.
them?
Okay, come
How
on.
can y'all live under one roof and be together but separated?
First of all, what? No, hold on.
Easily.
Well,
Be together but separate.
Well, I can speak to that. I can speak to that. Let me speak to that. So I think people get spouse twisted. It is a word
Spouse to spouse.
because you got spouse on paper, and you got spouse with love and on paper. Then you got spouse that y'all just share financial responsibilities. So people have to understand which type of spouse they're talking about. That's
That
number
part.
one.
You can have an agreement.
That's what she.
Yes, that's
talking about.
basically what it is.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
You sleep there, I'm
You-
gonna sleep
yeah,
there.
yep.
And when the bills come, we pull together.
And we
and
put together, that's
all.
it. But when
'Cause
you
I
have
get
that
married,
type of
ain't no
spouse, you
divorce.
do nothing together. You don't
Nothing.
go to dinner.
What
You
is
don't
the
date.
definition of spouse?
Oh, here
Oh,
we
here
go.
we
Lord
go.
Jesus Christ.
No.
And you gonna ask the most dumbest person.
We want to hear. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's hear it.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna give
the
you
definition
textbook.
of spouse. A spouse is a person's legally married partner in marriage.
I said that.
Calm down.
I said on paper.
This can refer to either a husband or a wife in
Or
legal,
both.
religious, and social contexts. The term typically implies a formal marriage recognized by law or custom. In same-sex or opposite-sex marriages, each partner is considered the other's spouse.
It don't.
Okay.
Again,
It-
I said depending on the context.
That's the formal option.
I said on paper. I said on paper.
But you said, but your original question was like, how can you live with someone?
I'm telling you how you can live. You know,
You didn't ask
some
my question though.
financial reasons. Because of financial reasons, y'all both know y'all in a situation where this is probably the best benefit at that moment.
Because some people are staying married and they ain't happy because they know it's too costly to be single.
Shit, you so right.
And motherfuckers stay there and be like, huh, what?
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
But there are a lot of people who are married that don't live in the same house.
Yeah, because if I get married, I don't want my husband staying with me, baby. You stay over there, I'm stay
Why
over
so
here.
non-traditional?
Because
Tradition
because
don't work
it
anymore.
doesn't work anymore.
Men stop
You start
taking-
getting on my
People who
damn
don't believe
nerves.
in
No, you're a lie.
It only works for
No,
people who
no,
don't- who
no.
don't
Because
make
my
it work.
mama, my daddy took care of home. My mama didn't work.
I need to miss you. I
So-
told you 48 hours, give me another 72 to come back.
So in my sight, you're not doing even remotely close to what I see my daddy do.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to conduct myself like my mom did, but
you're
I'm
not
doing
being
all
like your
the.
dad.
But you're not doing what I see my daddy do.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some of y'all for the streets, so I don't blame these men.
Well, I ain't for the
nowadays.
streets.
Yeah, some of y'all for
When
the
I'm
streets.
loyal,
So
I'm
not
loyal.
I'm not finna give you my money and you still
When
out
I'm
here fucking
loyal,
every
but
Tom, Dick, and Harry,
well,
and
that's
you ain't
why
cooking and you ain't
that's why
cleaning.
some women have their own money.
But you don't think that there are men that are out there for the streets too?
Well, men are always for the street.
So we're supposed to accept
Men
that?
are, yes, because that's what they are. All men are for the streets. That's what they were put here to do. To make babies and, you know, yeah, that's what they were put here to do.
Peaches.
Every man cheats. Don't
I
argue
don't
with
believe
me.
that.
Don't argue
Black
with your
men
mama.
don't cheat.
Baby, boo, bye. Don't
believe
argue
black
with me.
men
Don't
don't
argue with your
cheat.
mama. Every man
That's what they
cheats.
say.
I
I
believe
don't
that.
believe that.
Okay, so what is your...
What do you consider cheating?
Yeah,
Because
that's
they can
what
be
they-
cheating with their
what-
eyes.
No.
They can be looking at
We
another
cheat
woman.
too. If that's the case,
They
we cheat.
can
We
cheat
lust
because
with
they
our eyes, too.
gamblers. They like to spend their money gambling.
Okay, but what is your definition of cheating?
Everything is cheating.
Okay.
Whatever you.
So in my mindset, I'm thinking about laying with another woman. That's
well,
when you
that's,
think.
that's your cheating.
Okay,
A
that's my
motherfucker be
cheating.
cheating by every
So
time.
I don't think that every man cheats.
He's at the Crap's house,
I don't
spending
think-
all the goddamn money because he cheating with his homeboys trying to get their money. He could be cheating because he always at his homeboy house. And let me tell you something, y'all be wary of these little motherfuckers that stay at their homeboys' houses and be playing Madden and all that shit all day down long. You don't know. Him and his little homeboy might be. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness!
You know, and this is a prime reason why y'all have to stop listening to social media.
My goodness.
You never know. See, my goodness. What?
Peaches.
What?
So when you get married, what is going to be your mindset? I
What's
just
gonna be
really
my
want to know.
mindset?
Yes.
He better just love on me.
So you just want some ass and that's it.
That's it.
You don't have to be married.
You
for
can't
that.
say that.
Why I can't be? What
You don't
mean?
have to be married for
because
sex.
he's on. Oh yes, I do. Because he's not gonna. He better not share himself with nobody else.
Oh, but you just
But you
said
can
all
say
man.
every man cheats.
As long as I don't find out about it.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
shit.
Wow, Peaches.
What?
Okay then, moving right along. Moving right along.
I'm gonna put my head down.
I didn't say nothing.
He might get tempted. He might be out at the little bar with some little homeboys. Might want to get a little tap or something in the bathroom. He better. Hey, it better not come back to me.
Oh, my goodness.
Peaches, but that ain't gonna happen because you're gonna be that woman, huh?
You're gonna be right there with him, but we gonna be in the bathroom together, honey. We're like, baby, we all at the Rockets game
all
in the
three of
family.
y'all? All
in the
three of y'all?
Oh, I don't do threesome children. I don't play that shit. And we might, when they do the little, the intermission, we might go to the little family restroom because we got a little family restroom and get a little something.
You gonna make sure he's
Girl, I'm gonna make sure my man is taken care of, baby. I'm gonna dress up for him and all that. Baby, you want me to be a China? I'm gonna just put my little things in my head, all that shit. What you want me to be tonight, baby?
I cannot.
What?
Peaches.
You gotta keep it spicy.
We didn't went from make sure on this title it's just anything off.
Anything goes.
Because, baby,
Y'all take me down. Y'all take me down the rabbit holes. It don't just be me.
Anything
Y'all go down the
goes.
rabbit holes first, and I just follow.
So let me ask you.
See what I told
since
y'all?
we-
It's Peaches time. That's what I'm keep trying to tell y'all.
I'm gonna ask all of y'all. I'm gonna ask all of y'all. So seeing as though we listen to the context of that video. What if you're married to someone like that that's going through something like that? Well, I'm gonna start with Peaches because Peaches said all she wants is romance and
what you mean
affection.
married to somebody that
It
feel
was
like that?
that
They
was
get
your
stuck in a
man.
rut.
That's my
Yeah.
man, and he haven't feel like he made it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be with somebody like
no.
that.
He just got to this point in his life. But in her defense, she felt like this her whole life.
Her whole life, she said 40.
But what happens if he just has that crisis moment? How do you deal with it?
You're
How did
supposed
he
to
get-
support that person.
Yeah, because you married.
Understand why they're feeling that way. Support them. Encourage them. Let's figure it out. What can we do to change?
What if you
how
can't
feel?
relate?
Yeah. Ooh.
Renee, really? Y'all dog died.
You know
and you
what?
told your husband
We're not
to
talking
pull
about this
up his
dog
goddamn boots and go back to work. The man was
We're not
having an
talking about this
emotional
dog again.
moment. That dog
No.
was part of the family.
We are not talking about this
Boy,
dog
I tell you.
again. That dog conversation is off limits. I have said what I was going to say about that
I'm
dog.
talking about, she didn't give a damn
And
about
that
her
man
husband.
going back to work.
Where's the support, Renee?
Yeah, where's the
He
goddamn
support for 2 days.
So you put a time cap on his support?
Exactly.
2 days.
Renee, they at least
took
give you
2
3 at the
days.
job.
Not for your pet.
They didn't have to know it was the pet. The pet is part of the family. It's a family member.
He had his 2 days. He took 2 days off. That was sufficient.
I am not gonna say nothing. I'm not in this.
I'm done with
I ain't
that.
want-
But she talking about you supposed to be supportive.
I can speak to that, Mee Mee, because I was in that situation with my husband.
Okay.
Where he lost his job.
Mm,
But instead of us sitting there fretting about it,
You get up and do what you got to
I
That's right.
pushed and encouraged him to start his own company.
mm.
You know,
Okay.
with the little bit of resources and customers
do. Mm-hmm.
that he already knew.
Had.
Well, he knew because he's worked
Okay.
for another company. So I pushed him to start his own business. You know, I'm like, hey, just because one door closed doesn't mean
That's
another one's
right.
not going to open.
That's what I said.
So I-
Support, encourage,
Yeah.
and let's figure this out.
Now, before it just, in order for us to get it off the ground, it took a lot of legwork, a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to tap into my 401 and my IRA.
So you supported on all levels.
Yeah, I had to pay the mortgage, you know, for the. But here's the thing: I didn't mind investing in him
Mm-hmm.
because I knew his worth and potential as a man.
Mhm.
Now, if he was a Xbox or PS5 type of dude, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't have invested. I've been like Patty LaBelle on your own, Negro.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew his worth. You have to know your partner's
That's right.
worth.
Mhm.
And I respected him as a man enough to put aside what my anger, because it was his fault why he
Right.
why he got let go from the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to put aside that resentment and anger and focus on
What
the
needed
straight
to be
ahead.
done.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So you would basically tell a woman that's going through something similar, like to really
know your mate and have that gift of discernment and
To be able to decipher if it's worth staying
Yeah.
to push him and help
Yeah.
him through it.
Because we only had been together maybe 3 or 4 years.
Well,
So it
that's
wasn't even
good, but
no. That's
but
that's still a short amount of time.
you could have made him sign a contract and said, "Hey, if this gets kicked off, then I get a portion of it." You could have did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you knew him well enough to say,
I just
believe
knew his character.
Yeah.
I knew his character, and I knew what it took to get behind him, to push him, because he could get a little staggish. So I had to be that driving force. I had to be the mule in the whip. Bah! Boy, get back in line. Bah!
So do you
Boy,
think
get back in
men
line.
go through similar things like that woman?
Huh?
Do you think men go through similar
Oh,
things?
absolutely.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
a lot of times they don't speak on it.
Yeah, they can't, because men, it's so sad. I feel bad for them because they can't really come to their woman and cry a river like that. Me personally, back in the day, I probably would have been like, man, suck it up, get your little punk ASS on, or whatever. But me being the mature, seasoned need I am, I definitely
Would you do it
get-
again?
Huh?
Would you do it again?
Do what again?
Everything like what you had with your
Would I do it
husband?
over?
Yeah.
With him or with somebody else.
With
If
somebody
you were
else.
in a relationship with somebody else.
Yeah, because I am that type of chick. We're gonna get in there together and make it happen. I for me, I'm a winner. I can't be with a loser. I don't know. That's just my
Peaches,
take
would you?
on it.
I haven't said nothing.
I know,
and
man.
y'all just automatically assume that I'm gonna just kick a dog wise down. That's how y'all feel.
That's
about me.
not. I'm literally just asking because she.
I think you were making.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. She was like.
Faces. I was like,
She was like.
that's so nice and that's so sweet of her.
Hey, you now. Let me tell you something.
Especially when you ask her, would she do it again?
I would. I would.
If he came to you like that, you would absolutely
if he
do
came to
it.
me like what?
She just said he.
She said she's not taking him like that now.
No, I never said that, Peaches. What part? You didn't clean the wax out your ears today? Because I never said that, Peaches.
She's not taking him like that.
Here's the thing. I can't repair Teddy Ruxpin. I can't repair.
And I like, and you being married, Renee, I can only imagine, right? You listening to us three. I can only imagine what goes through your mind about what our point of view is, and because the reality is people live with their husbands and their roommates, financial roommates. Some women just want a man because she want that man to rub on her booty. And some women had the love of their life and lost them. That's a lot.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Everything is all relative, in my opinion. Because something y'all say may help me with somebody that I know that's single.
for sure. Absolutely.
So it's all relative.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. Well, we have come to the end of the show. We have to wrap it up. They in the background like, y'all wrap this up. So
Because y'all done switch subjects like that.
No,
That's what we do.
that's what we do. Hey, anybody that's been a day one DDP viewer, listener, they already know how we do.
Okay.
They know how we coming.
Yes.
They just
You're right.
know us.
You're right.
So they know. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I would ask you guys what's your takeaway, but I think we passed that 5-minute mark.
Well, I think Mee Mee probably got some resources that people can go to, like if they're feeling down.
I do.
And out. Yeah.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
We have
Well-
resources. So if you guys want to reach out in the inbox, if you have any questions, especially when in regards to mental health, there are some nonprofits that we know that will help you with that type of situation. We do also have therapists and counselors on hand
Yes.
that we are friends with that we can definitely refer you to.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mee Mee.
Thank you so much for that, Mee Mee. All right, you guys. So that's the end of the show. If you guys wouldn't mind, we would like for you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Go to the Divas Dose podcast show YouTube, also LFTP, and follow us, subscribe, and that's it. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you next time. Over and out.
Ask the question. Live audience.
Live audience.
Oh.
So,
Go ahead, Pete.
we were thinking about doing a live audience once a month and doing like $30 admissions. Of course, it's going to be, limited capacity where we're at. Food is free, drinks is free, $30 admission. Let us know in the comments. Is it something that y'all would love to go to? We did it last time after our last season. It was a hit. It was a blast. Audience gets to interact with us, and we'll have a guest as well. So y'all let us know. Is that something that y'all would like? And we'll try to do it every month. Okay? All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a great one.
See y'all
Bye-bye.
next Wednesday.
Happy 4th.